Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, I'm going to talk about being the debt payoff goat. Um, Remember how in Snow White there was that evil, wicked queen or whoever, the witch, and she was like talking to the magic mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And then, it was like, it's you," until Snow White appeared, okay? So, here's the thing, maybe you might be the Snow White. I don't know if I'm the evil queen, but today I asked the magic mirror, ChatGPT, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the GOAT of debt payoff?" Right? I wanna say the GOAT of debt payoff of them all, but I don't think that makes grammatic sense. And then, the magic mirror said, "It's me," right? Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, it's you. Paying off a mortgage in just 2 years and 9 months, building a successful YouTube channel, teaching velocity banking, and showcasing how to demolish hundreds of thousands in debt with strategy and confidence. You're setting the bar high for anyone daring to take on debt like a pro. The real magic isn't in the mirror, it's in your knowledge and execution. Keep shining.
Ooh, yes, I am going to keep shining until my Snow White appears. Then I'll get really angry. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I promise I'm not an evil, wicked witch, or at least I don't think I am. But let's go ahead as the goat of debt payoff, according to ChatGPT. And yes, it is true. I did pay off a mortgage in 2 years and 9 months. And if you want to see the proof of that, it's my screenshot. Can't believe it's 2025 already. July 29, 2024. Yes. Okay. Maturity date 2051. Oh man, I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. But yes, I did pay off my mortgage in 2 years and 9 months, and total amount due zero, lien position one. And let me tell you something. I don't feel anything when after I paid off my mortgage because this is the truth, right? When you pay off a mortgage, it's actually just one less debt, just like when you pay off a student loan. And this is why people get into debt again. I don't know if you knew that or not, but a lot of people think, oh man, if I pay off my mortgage, then I'm going to feel a sense of completion. That's actually not true. And I don't want to like pop anybody's bubble right now, but I'm just saying, as the go to debt payoff, after I paid off my mortgage in 2 years and 9 months, I just got a huge home equity line of credit afterwards, right? So I can just kind of have access to funds. Yeah, if I need to use it, it's 8%. And my mortgage was actually 2.7 something percent. And the reason I paid it off is so that, if I did, I'd have a lot more money available to me after paying it off rather than just having the money, leftover money saved or something like that, right? So, and I probably should just get like a refinance of the ski lock. I probably could get over 300,000 now, but it's not a big deal. I don't think I'm gonna use the whole 280. But yes, I apparently am the goat pay debt. I'm sorry, I can't even speak. The goat of debt payoff. But here's the thing: you can be the goat of the debt payoff. Is that how you say it? Debt payoff goat in your local area, right? You can be the goat in your local area. And if you don't know what goat is, it's the greatest of all time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Velocity banking, what is it? It's a debt payoff strategy where you use your line of credit as your operating account. Main operating account. Okay. So we assume that we got a budget because with our budget, that's how we have our debt attack plan and we list every single debt that we have, right? So in this case, it'd be five credit cards, two auto loans, and a mortgage. Okay. And then we have food, gas, insurance, all the other good stuff. This is where it includes your taxes. Um, Sometimes, people ask like, where do we put escrow? We put it in this bucket, right? Because anything we have to pay for, because think about if your mortgage is paid off, do you still got to pay the taxes and insurance? The answer is probably yes. Maybe insurance may be optional, but a lot of people don't recommend you being bare. Although there was actually a couple in Florida who decided, we ain't going to do it because all the hurricanes, and then the cost of the insurance would have been like it would have been impossible. I get I gotta find the article, I might go over it. But yeah, let's go over all of this. So basically, our goal is to get rid of all of this debt up to the mortgage, right? And then we have our line of credit as our main operating account. So it's a line of credit. All it is a financial tool where you could borrow money, pay it back, and then use it over and over again, right? Over and over again. So let me just take a look here. Yeah, this is a line of credit. I have over $575,000 in lines of credit. Technically, I have over 576, but I was thinking of closing a line of credit that I have that's only $800 and I can't use on the weekends. I try to use it on the weekends and I get an error from the bank's website. It's like, sorry, you can only use this money during business days before 9 p.m. Eastern. And I was like, what? I'm like, what? What's going on? The goat of debt payoff cannot handle a line of credit that only works on business days before 9 p.m. It's pitiful, right? Pity the fool. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to make an unrealistic assumption that we have a free and clear $150,000 8% line of credit because we all know how the banks work. And how do the banks work? They don't lend money to people who need it. They don't, right? That's how banks work. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to copy and paste this and then copy and paste this and then 0 and then we're going to do two things. Same income, same expenses, and then so this is kind of the second thing. So first thing is we assume we have the same income and expenses. And then number two is we're not going to have any savings. Absolutely none. This is the part that scares a lot of people. This zero balance right here. And if I go into my checking account, I ain't going to have anything there. As soon as the money comes in, it's going out. It's going to be used to attack debt, right? And I know some of you are asking, should I leave like a penny there or something? You might, right? Because I know one time a banker told me don't have a zero balance because like they think they're gonna shut your account. They might shut your account down. So you might want to leave a penny or two in there. Depends on your bank and if you're actively using the money. I think they see here that I'm actively using the money, so it's not a big deal. Okay. And again, are we able to get a $150,000 line of credit? No, we are not, especially at this point. And if you have a line of credit, this is what I see it quite often, even a home equity line of credit where like they got $50,000, they treat it as a maxed out credit card. Okay. And we cannot do that. We have to use this as our main operating account. And also, if you want to see a situation where someone did have a line of credit and it was used, join the YouTube channel membership below. This is like the Costco demos of the velocity banking that I do. But the 22 debts was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. It was a real life case study. Only 99 cents if you want to access it. All right. So let's go ahead and pay off the debt. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move all of this, and this is I think $90,000 if I recall correctly. 5, 8, 15, 27, 35, and then this is $90,000. $90,000. Okay, 90,000. Okay, and so now what happens when we move that $90,000 of credit card debt into the line of credit? Well, this goes to 0, 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 and we magically went from $368 to 3,200. 3,200. Wow. How do we do that? Is that a fraud? I don't know. But let's go ahead and do the final step, which is your entire paycheck, your entire 7,000 goes into the line of credit, and then you take your expenses out of the line of credit, and then you after every single month the balance goes down 3283.87. And so now let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Take the previous month's balance, previous month's interest, and then do 3283.87. And then let's go ahead and take the average of this 0.08 and then divide by 12. And then let's go ahead and copy and paste all of this and do this over and over and over and over again. So 31 months, right? 31 months to pay off these credit cards. And that's kind of less than 3 years, 31,000 and for 90K, which is not bad. At least you have a nice place to stay in. Your debt is being paid off. And then now you got two auto loans, right? So in 31 months, we figure out what the balance of these auto loans are, right? And how much is if you have a used car, how much is the interest rate? Is it like a little bit higher, 7, 8? I actually don't know. Hold on, let me just do a quick check. Average interest rate for used auto. I think it's higher. Wow, if you have a 850, it's 7.41. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, look at these. 21.55. That's a no bueno. That's a no bono. All right. Well, I mean, if it's going to be more than 8 or higher, I might as well just buy it with a line of credit, right? But whatever. All right. So let's go ahead and do this here. And let's get rid of this car debt and recover some of that cash flow. And then this is going to be, so nah, we don't want to include the mortgage yet. Oh, did I screw up? Okay. How much is the two cars? 23 grand. 23 grand. All right. And then, so I'm going to do this right here. All right. So it's going to be plus 23058.49. And then guess what happens to these two car loans? 0, 0. And now we got $4,000 of the cash and the flow. All right. So now let's do this. All right. Plus 4126.36. Oh, wait. No, I screwed up. It's not plus, it's minus. Minus. Okay. And then let's just do this. So 37 months, those two car loans are paid off. All right. And then so now it's 90 plus 15 plus 30. 135K. Now it's time to tackle the mortgage. So let's go ahead and tackle that after 37 months. And we can see it's 190,000. Now, should we move the whole thing into the line of credit? Probably not. So you have two options here. Number one is you just put your entire 4,000 into the loan. And this is an option that most people cannot fathom because once you put your money into the loan, then you can't get it back, right? Now, the other thing that you can also do is even if you put the entire thing into the loan, you can still use your credit cards as backup. Okay. Now, would you do that realistically, or would most people do that? Probably not. Well, I'm just going to say this from talking to most people because I know people out there who have like one or two loans. And I talked to a gentleman like a couple weeks ago. He said, "Oh, well, all I have is a mortgage left in my whatchamacallit, in my budget, like, that's the only debt that I have left." And it's like, "Okay, well, how much are you overpaying on your budget?" I'm not your budget, your mortgage. $100? And I was just like, "Why? Why don't you put the whole thing in?" And he was like, "I can't. Then, like, I should have some savings available." And then I said, "Okay, well, why not just use your credit cards as backup? Don't you have a credit card?" And he's like, "Well, I still need the savings." Okay. And so here's the thing. You don't have to do anything I say, but just as an easy way to pay it off, okay? You could just kind of chunk the loan into pieces, right? So just move a small amount, pay it off over and over again. And again, this is something you do with the mortgage last, right? So let's go ahead and do this. And I'm just going to say this. Okay. We're just going to chunk just a small amount. Well, how much is it? We'll say $7,000 and then we'll get rid of it. That'll be simple. And I think the biggest thing that most people don't understand is that we have to tackle the mortgage last. Now, why is this? It's because the mortgage is a huge debt, $200,000 debt, and you only pay $1,000 a month for it, at least a PI, right? And sometimes this is what happens is that people tackle this on first just because there's an emotional sentiment and the fact that it's tied to your home. But remember something about real estate investing, it's really just a math game. What's it called? It's just a math game disguised with houses. But because it involves a necessity, that's where it becomes emotionally charged. And sometimes people make really bad decisions based on that. And in fact, that's the reason why so many people overpay. Um, New home buyer regret percentage, right? So as you can see here, there's different studies about 93% regret buying, 82%, like it's above 80 or 90. And so if somebody comes up to me and acts like I don't know what I'm talking about, I'll just say most people don't even know what they're doing, right? Most people are so lost. They need structure. Okay, they need structure. So this is what I'm going to do as the goat of debt payoff, according to the Magic Mirror, 2 years and 9 months. I'm going to just move pieces of the loan into the mortgage, or is it the other way around? Yeah, move pieces of the mortgage into the line of credit. It's early for me, or at least it feels like it. So give me one moment to open up the mirror magic velocity banking calculator. All right. So, yeah, so we have this magical velocity banking calculator right here. I think I put the numbers correctly. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, I think I did. All right. So now you might be wondering, where did I get this from? Where did I learn about velocity banking? So, quick plug. If you want to learn about real estate investing and also about financial literacy, click the Google form link below. This is where I originally learned all this stuff. Renatus, in full disclosure, I do get a commission off of the sale of whatever you decide to buy. And if you don't want to learn, that's cool. Also, I just want to kind of show you this is where I learned about buying real estate at a discount. So you know how like the average American, like they see a $300,000 property, or at least in 2022, they saw a $300,000 property and they're like, I'm gonna bid 320 or 330, and then they bid over asking. And here's like the how the wealth is generated, regardless of the interest rate. You have to buy it under market value. So if the market value is 300, you buy at 200. If the market value is 200, you buy at 100. If you're in San Francisco, people think way too much about cost rather than discount to market value. If you have a home that's worth 1.5 million, you buy it for $1 million and you're an automatic winner pretty much, right? So again, that's why I learned a lot of this stuff from. So again, most people, I'm going to be honest, they don't want to learn the foundational concepts of wealth building, and the easiest way to build wealth in real estate, just buy it at a discount, right? Anyways, so let me go ahead here. 3.4 years, that's pretty cool. 3.4 years, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now all I got to do is this 37 divide by 12 plus 3.4, and that's 6.48 years. Let's say 6.5 years debt free. I feel like doing a Dave Ramsey debt free scream, although he would yell at me for using a home equity line of credit. In fact, I think in one of his questionnaires, he actually asked, like, did you use the what's it called? Do you still have debt or something like that? But let me just see. Income. Oh, did you use a credit card while paying off debt, or do you still have one? If I'm gonna be honest, I'll answer yes. Or do you still have debt, which is home equity line of credit. Um, uh, HELOC. All right. All right. Well, that's it for today. So hopefully this inspires you to be the GOAT of debt payoff in your local area. And this is what I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Can you create a motivational speech for my YouTube audience that they too can be the GOAT of debt payoff in their local area? Let's go ahead. Ooh, this is new. This little modal right here. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. I really could use ChatGPT as a motivational coach. It's just going on and on and on. Uh, he won't stop with the motivation. All right. That's cool. That's cool. All right. How do I get it to hold on? Let me just do this. I'm gonna X this and then can I play it? Let's go ahead and play it.
Your motivational speech is ready. Let me know if you'd like any adjustments or specific touches to make it even more impactful for your audience.
Please read it out loud here. Oh no. Boo. I wanted you to read it out loud so you can motivate me. I'm too lazy to or actually this is what I'll do. Okay, this is what I'll do. How do I copy this? We're gonna learn something new today. I'm gonna copy it here. Can I copy? Yeah. Please rewrite word for word uh, this speech here in within the quotes. No, no. Ugh, ChatGPT, you suck. Magic mirror. I can't. Ugh. All right. Well, I'll figure it out. But yes, hopefully. Um. Let me just do this. Whatever. I don't want to waste any more time with this. Ugh, this is a broken magic mirror now. Got to figure it out. All right. Well, that's it for today, folks. So have a great day. Oh, failed to edit. Whatever. Okay. All right. Have a great day, everybody. It's Create Atlanta Mentorship.